Again, we have not forgotten how President Akufo-Addo and his cabal of family and friends sought to capture and appropriate Ghana's gold royalties for themselves through the infamous Agyapa deal. Here again, but for the vigilance of the NDC minority in Parliament, thank God for the NDC minority in Parliament. Because but for their vigilance and the vigilance of certain patriotic civil society organizations and the special prosecutor at the time, Mr. Martin Amidu, President Akufo-Addo and his cronies would have captured our national gold royalties for the next 15 years. In fact, as we speak, the millions of Ghana cedis that were paid by government to African Legal Associates, a law firm owned by cousin of President Akufo-Addo, who today has the audacity to talk about corruption, have not been refunded to the state. This is despite the fact that the state hasn't benefited in any way from the shady Agyapa deal, which, by the way, has been suspended by the president. So you try to steal our good royalties. Martin Amidu caught you pants down. Because of that, you suspended the Agyapa deal. Yet you have paid huge sums of money to so-called lawyers who worked on the agreement, including Gabi Ochredako. Here, his friend Kweku Baku saying that, oh, the money which was given to Gabi was not, it was just about $106,000. Let's see a publication to that effect. At least me, they won't believe, but their friend Kweku Baku, they will believe. So that when we say Gabi Ochredako is corrupt, people will know why we are saying so. Says Agyapa deal, Gabi Ochredako law firm pocketed $103,000. This was said by Kweku Baku on Peace FM and published by several portals, including Ghana Web. So, that can't say give us our money till date. Gabi is not willing to refund these monies to us. And make no mistake, this is not small money. $103,000 is more than 6 billion old Ghana cedis. It is not a joke. And so, as for what the special prosecutor did and said in his corruption risk assessment report about this deal, I know you're already privy to that, so we will not bore you with those details. But we just want the MPP to understand that Ghanaians have not forgotten about this scandal too. Again, friends from the media, Ghanaians have not forgotten about the PPA DONKOMI contracts for sale scandal, in which the Chief Executive Officer of the Public Procurement Authority, Mr. A.B. Ajayi, and his agents were caught on tape selling government contracts. Listen to me very carefully. The CEO of the Public Procurement Authority was caught on tape by Manasseh Azuri in his famous DONKOMI contract for sale expose, selling government contracts that had been awarded by certain ministries and government agencies to his private company, Talent Discovery Limited, in breach of the Public Procurement Act. Indeed, investigations conducted by the Commission of Human Rights and Administrative Justice Shraj revealed that Mr. A.B. Ajayi siphoned and stashed millions of Ghana cedis, totaling over 34 million Ghana cedis. That is 340 billion Ghana cedis into his personal bank accounts, the source of which he has not been able to explain or justify till date. Can we refresh our memory and look at some of those publications? So you see, sacked PPA CEO couldn't explain large amount of cash in his accounts. In his accounts, Shraj. There's a publication by City Newsroom. You can go to the next slide. Okay, the next slide is not about this, but anybody who Googles this will see this. Now, go back. We are not here yet. This is a mega scandal. So, one person alone, in just about 3 years, my brothers and sisters, 340 billion old Ghana cedis. This one, it is not a mere allegation. Shraj has investigated the matter and has found that money in his account. Yet this man is still walking the streets of Ghana free. He was asked to justify and explain the source of that money. He couldn't. He couldn't. And yet these people have the effrontery to accuse others of corruption. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have not forgotten how President Akufo-Addo, after appointing dozens of his family relatives, including his own daughter and baby mama, into key positions in his government, went ahead to give the duty-free shop and the CIP lounge at Terminal 3, built by the visionary nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to his daughter, Valerie Obaze, and the wife of his cousin and executive secretary, Nana Santi Bedietu, who is called Femi Aditola, and one daughter of his personal assistant, Seratu Atta, in breach of the Public Procurement Act. Today, these cash cows that should have generated for the Ghana Airport Company, generated money for the Ghana Airport Company to pay back the loan they contracted to build Terminal 3 and to improve the financial health of the company, have been given to cronies of the president, while the Ghana Airport Company is starved of funds to even pay the welfare and retirement benefits of their workers. I'm sure not too long ago you saw the workers demonstrated. You saw them on their screens. In fact, the Director General, they even tried to assault one of the demonstrating workers. Because for the last 3 years, they have not increased the salary of the workers. They deduct their welfare from their salaries as source. They deduct their SNET, their retirement packages from their salaries as source every month. But for more than a year, they have not been paying these monies into their welfare and provident funds. So they are even, so the Ghana Airport Company is so broke today that they are even stealing from their workers. And that is why they are fighting the management. And I think the media should pay attention to that. Seratu, Femi Aditola, they are all Ghanaians. If President Mahama, the nation builder, has built an airport and there is a duty-free shop and a commercially important person's lounge that they want to operate in, no problem. Let them go through due process. Just advertise, tender it. Let people compete for it and give it to the best bid. But you just don't give it to them because they are cronies and family relatives of the president. We have not forgotten about this stinking scandal. But this is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. More importantly, we have not forgotten about how between the years 2018 and 2020, over 500 excavators seized from illegal miners were stolen, sold, and in some cases, distributed to government officials and PPA apparatchiks to promote their illegal mining businesses. Till date, none of the 500 excavators, gold, and the other equipment seized from illegal miners by the illegal mining task force established by President Akufo-Addo have been accounted for. You would recall that when the missing excavator scandal broke, the then Minister for Environment, Professor Frimpong Boateng, accused the MPP Regional Vice Chairman for the Central Region, Mr. Ekwewusi, of stealing these excavators and filed a criminal complaint with the police to that effect, whereupon Ekwewusi was arrested. Can we just see that publication quickly to refresh our memory? Because I recall the police issuing a statement after the arrest that they were going to investigate the matter, they were going to deal with the perpetrators, and today all that have amounted to nothing. So this is graphic online. Horace Ekwewusi, 5 others arrested over missing excavators and cautioned. This dated February 4th, 2020. How many? More than a year now. That one too is now a foolish case because it has been covered up by the mother serpent of corruption. Subsequent to this arrest, a videotape recording emerged which captured 2 individuals in a heated argument about how the seized excavators were distributed to officials and functionaries of the ruling New Patriotic Party and the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government on grounds that their party needs money. In quotes, party yesika. In that tape, Ekwewusi was heard mentioning the man who likes to accuse everyone of corruption, their General Secretary John Boado, as one of the MPP bigwigs who were giving some of the seized excavators for his illegal mining businesses, that they have destroyed our water bodies and environment. And I'm not making this up. Frimpong Boateng says Ekwewusi, MPP Central Regional Vice Chairman, stole the 500 excavators. Ekwewusi says, I came to Frimpong Boateng with John Boadu, and he told me I should give them some to go and do galamsey because party Yeska. Let's listen to that tape. It's just about 60 seconds.
I'm doing something for tomorrow.
Can you increase the volume?
Prof, I thought you.
Oh, this is John Boadu who.
Maybe when many John Boadu any bar with regards to Yenya and Physical Coma Party.
Yes.
What Prof? Anna Umami authorization. Seven former team na message at no money.
Yes.
Wa Prof now san catch him say, "Yeah, team na message." Never gizu na fanka. Yes, sir.
But do you tell me why is that maybe?
Prof.
We talk about the framework part. You know, say party this, and it's okay. Let's what you want to be concession. So want to be concession. So you go there, inspect the place. That's from a team. But the kind of one can't tell say what we am going before you man has I don't know. But we talk about the framework.
One can say crown who see more who caught Takwa. Abraham Becker said. Area ho baby gives mo be suggest area mo baby e ho no me yenkoye adwuma wan kasa kwa na o se mo eche mo achas
no we are talking no John Boadu if I'm right.
All right, we can't bore you with all that because we are just refreshing your memory. So ladies and gentlemen, it is the height of hypocrisy or perhaps sheer impudence driven by the intoxications of political power for this same John Boadu to mount a moral horse and talk about corruption today. We are calling on John Boadu and other MPP functionaries who are alleged to be neck deep in the destruction of our forests and water bodies through their illegal mining activities to come out and clear their sullied reputations first before gathering the moral high ground to pontificate about corruption. We can understand why people like John Boadu is pained and petrified by President Mohammed's call for Ghanaians to vote out the MPP in 2024 so they can be held accountable for their unprecedented thievery and corruption. Clearly, John Boadu knows that he cannot pass the accountability test when his role in that infamous missing excavator scandal and the illicit galamsey trade is scrutinized. We wish to remind John Boadu that the day of accountability may tarry, but it will surely arrive.